before the walls ever fell, before the trumpet ever sounded. God moved quietly. 2 men were sent from Acacia Grove, not with swords, but with obedience. Ahead of them stood Jericho, strong, proud, and certain of its safety. But what men called fortified, God already called finished. At the edge of the wall, where judgment met mercy, stood the house of Rahab. Not a priest, not a princess, but a woman the city had written off, whom heaven had already marked. Light met them at her door. When danger knocked, Rahab chose courage over fear. She hid the messengers not just under flax, but under faith. What Jericho could not see, God was already protecting. On the rooftop, under the open sky, Rahab spoke words that shook eternity. "The Lord your God, he is God in heaven above and on earth beneath." She believed before the walls fell. She confessed before salvation came. Faith found her voice, and heaven listened. A promise was sworn. A sign was given, not gold, not silver, but a scarlet cord. Hang it in the window, stay inside the house, remain under the covering, just like Egypt, just like the blood on the doorposts. Deliverance would recognize the sign. For 3 days the spies waited, hidden in the mountains. And while they waited, God worked, because heaven does its deepest work while faith waits in silence. The day came, the shout rose, the walls trembled. Jericho was marked for destruction, but mercy had already made its distinction. One house stood out, one window bore a sign, one cord declared covenant. The walls collapsed, but not her home. Fire came near, but not her door. Because salvation is not about proximity to judgment, it is about position under the covering. Everyone who stayed inside lived. Jericho burned, pride turned to ashes. Idols fell, but what was consecrated to the Lord remained untouched. Judgment consumed corruption, but holiness was preserved. Rahab did not just survive, she belonged, once an outsider, now a daughter of Israel, her past redeemed, her name remembered, her faith written into the lineage of kings, and the bloodline of Christ. Faith believes before evidence. Obedience applies the sign, and salvation protects all who remain under the covering. This is the power of the scarlet cord.